Well, well, look who it is. Back so soon from your trip, old man?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. He looks good. He looks good.
I am appreciative of your words. You are far too kind.
You are far too fine. We're back again to play some games. It is Sunday, which means it's Sunday Seduction, a series on my channel where I play a random romance game. And today we have Peach Leaf Valley, made by the same company who I started off the whole series with. They made Love Spell. So this is their new demo, Peach Leaf Valley, Seeds of Love. So let's check it out. So before we start, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on my social media. It's always in the description below, and we can get started. I'm actually really excited because the guys look super handsome. And the character too. Look at her. Of course, Lauren. So we are going to play this demo until we meet all the guys. That is the goal today. Meet all the guys. A new start prologue. So I close my eyes to old ends and open my heart to new beginnings. Nick Fredrickson. What's this? Oh. What's this? No. Okay. I swallow a lump forming in my throat as my boss slowly brings his gaze up to meet mine.
You're fired!
Oh, we got voice acting? Did I just get fired? I got fired? Hold on. Look at her. She's so cute. Look at me. I'm so cute. I should say. What? If this is the type of work you deem worthy enough to submit to us after such a lenient deadline, then I honestly don't have much else to say to you. But boss, wait. I can resubmit my new draft or make any changes necessary. But, what exactly is wrong with the current proposal? I thought that...
Everything!
I can't help but gulp as my boss narrowed his eyes at me, slamming his hands on the desk. I watched as he coldly tapped on my art proposal before clearing his throat. This is not the level nor quality of work we expected when we hired you as the lead artist for this project, Miss Lauren.
It's almost as if you deem this position to be a joke of sorts.
No, I take it very seriously. Sir, I can assure you, that is most definitely not the case. The urgency in my voice pitches my volume higher, and I can't help but tense up in my chair. It isn't like that at all. I was beyond overjoyed and truly honored to be chosen for this project. I admit that perhaps my art's quality has not been the highest as of late, but I can change that, please. Allow me to resubmit anew. No, and this is not something to be discussed. Girl, let's quit. He's obviously a bad boss. This place does look like they pay good. Or maybe not. I don't know. Desperation rises in my chest as I feel panic settle in my stomach, and I unconsciously stand up and bow my head. Sir, please. I'm begging you. I cannot afford to lose this position right now. The reason I haven't been able to concentrate is because I'm in the process of getting evicted. My apartment complex suddenly announced their demolition plans, and I've been swamped attempting to find a new place and finish this proposal, but I swear to you, I can...
Tell me, why is it that your excuses are always more creative than your art pieces?
Wow, okay. My heart feels like it stopped in my chest as I stare at the pair of ice-cold eyes staring back at me. For a moment, I feel like a deer peering into the bright, fast approaching headlights, seconds from its tragic fate. I can only watch my boss open his mouth once again, grabbing my proposal in the process.
Perhaps you should have become a writer instead.
if you're so good at coming up with stories.
Wow, you calling me a liar?
However...
We need an artist, not a writer. One that can deliver work, not excuses. I can feel my blood run cold as I watch my boss slowly grab my art proposal. Don't rip it up. Please don't rip it up. The very same proposal I had stayed up working day and night on for several weeks. The very same that just a few hours ago I was so proud of.
Your proposal was... garbage, for lack of a better word.
I hope you will come to realize that as an artist. He narrowed his eyes as he opened the cover of my proposal one last time before looking back up at me and throwing it in the trash. You are an easily replaceable asset in such a competitive industry. You do not respect artists. If you're going to spend more time fabricating excuses rather than meeting a client's minimal expectations, then perhaps you should have considered a different career choice.
You're not an artist. You're an amateur.
Wow. I have no words. And this company is not looking to employ amateurs. We are looking to employ professionals. One that you have already been replaced with. Hold on, already? Wow, okay. That's how we starting off? Fired? Unemployed? I can't help but rub my temples as what feels like the heaviest, longest sigh of my life escapes me. I watch as all sorts of people stream like ants throughout the city streets, each with their own destination in mind. Eventually, I can't do much else and opt to stare into the lukewarm cup of coffee in front of me. Fired, again called garbage right to my face, huh? Definitely not how I expected my weekend to start. My heart feels heavy as I look up from my drink and gaze at a clear blue sky that seems to stretch on forever amidst towering skyscrapers. And to think of how beautiful a day it is today. It seems like the world's mocking me somehow. My attention is diverted when I hear the sound of a child laughing. My eyes trail over to a young boy tugging his mother's arm with one hand and clutching a small sketchbook in another as the pair sit down at a table near my own. He opens the sketchbook, flips to a page of a specific drawing before suddenly jumping up on a chair. The mother laughs as she watches her son strike the same pose as the crayon-colored character before her. That's sweet. But I am not in the mood. Oh, and this is Thunderman. I drew him during recess when everyone else was outside. Why is he so handsome? Look at all these details. Oh, I'm so proud of my munchkin. You're getting so good at drawing. Thanks, Mommy. When I grow up, I want to become an artist and draw my own superheroes. Oh, you're going to be a great artist, sweetie. I just know it. You're already so talented, and you work so hard. What else could you need? Now that is a very supportive mother. I feel my grip on my coffee cup tighten as I watch the beaming child show his mom more and more sketches in his notebook. The sparkled look of joy, hope, and happiness that beams in his eyes. You wish that was you, huh? Is one I remember well. I can't help but swallow the forming lump in my throat as I grab my drink and slam it into a nearby trash can. As I walk away from the tables, I shake my head sadly as the mother and son's laughter echo in my ears and my heart. Don't be stupid, kid. Hold on. Don't put him down. Don't put him down. Don't be stupid, kid. As much as we all want it to be that way, the truth is, hard work doesn't guarantee anything in the real world. The only thing it'll earn you is realizing just how stupid those dreams of yours once were. For your sake, I hope along the path of life you find something else that can make you smile like that. Because art just isn't worth it. Take it from me. Without uttering a word, I quickly walk away to escape watching a shadow of what I used to be, too. Girl, you are so depressing right now. That little boy, I believe in him. a shadow of a happy dreaming kid who loved what she did more than anything. The shadow of a person who doesn't exist anymore. Girl, you'll find another job. You will be okay. I'll make sure. Look at the background. It's so pretty. What town we in? My feet carry me down familiar city streets as the evening sun begins to set and golden hues illuminate the sky. Illuminate the sky. But before I have a moment to take in the uplifting sight, an email notification from my phone commands my attention. Wow. Worst timing. Dear Miss Lauren, this is an urgent reminder. Please be aware that you have 3 days to vacate the premises at 302 New Street Lane. The demolition of the complex will begin Monday morning at sunrise. All tenants and belongings must be removed by then. Any and all belongings that still remain in the property by next Monday will be considered garbage and thrown away. Please act accordingly. Wow. Monday? What? That's impossible. I gawk at my phone as I stop to read the full email, earning a few strange glances from other passbyers. Mind your business. My heart races in my chest as I frantically dial my landlord's number. After a few moments, a voice picks up.
Hello, this is Frank speaking.
Hang that up. I don't want to hear that. Frank? You know why I'm calling? Yellow. Frank! This is Lauren from apartment 302. I just got an email from the complex saying that the demolition begins Monday morning. How is that possible when barely a week ago you told me that I had a month to move?
Oh, yeah, about that. Sorry for the confusion, but there's been a, slight change in the plans.
Frank, meet me outside. What? What are you talking about? Yeah, you see, the company that bought that complex wants to start building a water park. Really? A water park? Oh, I can't even swim. I can't swim. What am I going to do with that? A water park on an ASAP. And while the original agreement said a month.
The CEO called me yesterday and offered me $500,000 to start next week. Can you believe it?
Okay. I mean, I'm mad. But that is a lot of money. What?
I know! Ain't that something? So, yeah, you gotta get out of there.
Frank, are you crazy? How am I supposed to find a place to live and move into in 3 days? It's Friday.
Yeah, I understand and all that, but, money talks, baby!
Wow, Frank. Wow. But that was a lot of money, so I can't say I'm mad at it, but I'm mad at it. Sorry about the short notice, but I need you out pronto. I need you out pronto. But Frank.
Oh, got another call coming
No, you
in.
don't.
Ain't much more to discuss, sweetheart. Deal's
Don't
a
call me
deal.
sweetheart. By Monday morning, I need you out of there. No ifs, ands, or buts. And if I don't, probably cops are coming. I scream out in frustration as the call drops and I can only gawk into my phone. By Monday? Where the hell am I supposed to go? I just got laid off for God's sake. Taking notice of the passing strangers and nearby security guards shooting me curious glances. Mind your business. I feel my cheeks flush red in embarrassment. I clear my throat as I continue to walk forward. I need to calm down, or I'm going to risk getting arrested at this point too. But hell, at least I'll have a rent-free place to stay by Monday. But your stuff? Just as I attempted to calm myself by heaving a few deep breaths, my stomach lets out a disturbed growl. I rub my belly as I glance at the time. And on top of all that, I haven't even been eating properly, trying to meet that stupid deadline. What was it even for in the first place? Maybe I should just grab some fast food, go home, and try to plan out how exactly I'm going to survive the next 72 hours. Can you go to your parents' house for a little bit? I'm about to get hit by a car. As I barely take a step forward, a speeding car honks angrily at me, causing me to quickly stumble backwards in an attempt to dodge it. An angry-looking man lowers down his window as he flashes me the finger.
Hey, what the hell? Watch where you're going, lady!
Don't yell at me. That's my line, you jerk! Where'd you learn to drive? I can't help but let out a shaky breath as I watch the driver flip me off again before angrily taking off. Boy, I got the right of way. The heck? I look down to catch the sight of myself on the floor. Now with a few bleeding scratches. Girl, this is not your day. This is not your day. Bleeding scratches adorning my hands and knees. I glance up to see people passing by left and right, but no one bothers to help me. Not so much even spares me a glance, but y'all was staring at me when I was acting weird, huh? When I was mad. As I look up at the looming buildings on both sides of me, I can't tell what exactly feels colder. The concrete of the floor or the hearts of the people in this city. So that's why I'm a suburban girl. I don't mess with city life. I let out what feels like the millionth sigh of the day as I wrap my arms around my frame from the chilly night air that's begun to settle in. As my apartment complex finally comes into view, they're tearing down this thing? How's that gonna fit a freaking water park? It's not worth it. I can't help but stop in place. Home sweet home, huh? Well, not for much longer anyways. As I reach for my keys, I caught sight of a wooden sign that seems oddly out of place, resting against a street light next to me. Semi-annual farmers market, last sunrise to sundown, today only. I raised an eyebrow in the direction the sign points at as I tilted my head towards the entrance of a nearby park. Farmers market. With newfound interest, I decided to make my way towards the park. In the middle of the night? Girl, you better go home. It's kind of dangerous out here. A little chilly, too. As I walk into the park, the realization of what time it is hit me as I watch people finish moving large tents and baskets into trucks. Damn, I missed it. I didn't realize how late it had gotten. That sign was probably put up way earlier today, huh? Yay! More expired ramen for lunch it is. What a menu. Deciding to at least walk off the 90% grease and 10% burger I grabbed for dinner. Girl, what kind of burger did you eat? That's that bad. Burger King? I've never gotten a burger from Burger King, by the way. I always get something else. I strolled down the venue and spot various folks still packing. The rustic and humble looking stalls of fruit and vegetables being sold got my attention, but what intrigues me more is the people packing them. I watch as these vendors, most of whom are dressed in simple worn clothes and mismatching colors, laugh and joke amongst each other. Many are covered in sweat and dirt from a hard day's work, but the look on their faces is what really captures my attention. Why do they look so happy? What you mean? Of course they're happy. You're the sad one. Everybody looks happy to you right now. Despite the visual weariness of the day, almost every face I can spot is graced by an expression of utmost joy. As they chat amongst each other and continue packing, one would assume that perhaps they had the best sales day of their life. But the many carts of unsold fruits and vegetables in the back of several trucks dictate otherwise. They seem so genuinely happy. I can't help but feel a little jealous. As I smile sadly and continue walking forward, I almost near the end of the long street. Suddenly, out of the corner of my eye, a big sign decorated with vibrant flowers catch my attention. Help wanted, various positions open at Peach Leaf Valley. Leave the city life behind and have a fresh new start in the countryside. Couldn't be me. I find my eyes transfixed on the words written before me. For some reason, I can't help but read the sign over and over again, almost as if waiting for the words to sink into me. Leave the city behind and have a fresh new start in the countryside. I can only blink blankly as I mumble the line aloud, but the sudden sound of approaching footsteps distracts me. As I turn to look into the face of a short old man with a funny-looking mustache, the man shoots me a kind smile as he places a small crate of flowers down next to him, before motioning towards the sign.
Evening there, missy. I'm afraid you're a bit late for the market.
I know. I really want to know what these buttons do. I can't control myself. Ooh, let's save it. Okay, that's the log. Do I click on this? This is fast forward? I don't know. Okay.
Seems you might have missed all the good deals, but, well...
His mustache is
interested
not...
in hearing more about the valley by chance?
His mustache is not weird. What does she mean? It looks normal. In fact, I can tell that he was very handsome when he was younger. Anyway. Gosh, I'm so distracted. Seems... Oh, he already said that. As if his question snapped me back to reality, I found myself instinctively shaking my head as I stepped back. Oh, no, sorry. I was just taking a look. I'll be going now.
Is that so? Well, all right then.
Have yourself a good night, young lady. Thank you. Oh, in here. Aww, what a sweet old man. I can't help but blink twice as the old man holds a pretty flower to my face, the same type as the one filling the crates next to me. I'm sorry, I don't have any money on me, and...
Now.
Gifts aren't meant to be paid for, you know? As warm words and cheerful expression, I can't help but smile shyly as I take the vibrant blooming flower from his hand. Thank you. It's very beautiful. Ain't it? Now, go on and make sure you take an extra blanket to bed with you. It's getting awfully chilly these nights around here. That's what I said earlier. Me and you. Be on the same wavelength.
Wouldn't want you catching the sniffles for fun.
I nod my head as he scoots me a wave. I nod my head as he shoots me a wave before turning around to continue loading more crates into the back of the small truck. It's very pretty. Did you say what type of flower it was? I forget. As I turn around and continue my stroll forward, an appreciative smile forms on my lips. I bring the flower to my nose. A sweet, gentle scent fills my senses, and I can't help but feel my smile grow. You know, that's probably the nicest conversation I've had in weeks. I secretly glance back at the old man as he waves over at another vendor while beaming a giant smile. The sign that I was previously so fixated on seems to glow as a beam of moonlight reflects off of it. I look down at the small flower in my hand and twirl it. Girl, you think what I'm thinking? Country life? Huh. Just leave everything behind and start a brand new life in a little valley town, huh? Even just thinking about it seems so crazy. Almost like it's not even real. I just can't even imagine it. Girl, we gonna do it? We gonna do it? My pace eventually slows down as I stop completely. A few moments pass before I hesitantly turn around and look at the sign again. No, it's beyond crazy. It's more like impossible. Even more for someone like me, who's never left the city before. I mean, come on, let's be real. I wouldn't even last a day without proper Wi-Fi. Same. I'd probably go insane or something. My thoughts oppose my actions. I find myself standing once again in front of the sign. We gonna do it? So why? As I reach out a hand to touch the words in front of me, I can't help but feel tears begin to prick my eyes. As I trace the words, fresh new start with my fingers, I can feel my throat tighten. So, why does something so ridiculous, so absolutely absurd, just sound like a dream to me right now? Oh, you are unemployed, that's why? Take that job. Why does a small act of kindness from a stranger have me feeling like this? All at once, it feels as if the weight of it all has finally caught up to me. I felt lump form in my throat as I desperately tried to swallow the forming emotions inside of me. Honestly, I'm tired. I'm really, really tired. It seems nothing ever goes the way I hope it will. And I don't really know what to do anymore. Somehow, it feels everything I do is hopeless. A little shaky breath as I hear a pair of slow footsteps approach me. I don't even attempt to hide the tears welling in my eyes as I slowly look up to see the old man's face from before. He shoots me a warm, sympathetic smile as he points to the flower in my hand.
You know, where I'm from, that flower there is usually given to people who leave on a journey.
It's a way to hope for prosperous new beginnings, wherever they might find themselves.
Some might lose their way, but
The flower is meant to remind them that no matter where along the path of life they might be,
they can always start again.
As I stare into the old man's eyes, I can't help but smile for only the second time today. His words resonate deeply within my heart. I gaze into the beautiful petals of the flower in my hand, and for a second, it almost feels like they themselves are cheering me on. I feel a gentle hand place itself on my shoulder as I look up once again.
What's your name, Missy?
Lauren. It's Lauren.
A fine name at that.
Thank you.
Now then, tell me, are you interested in hearing more about the valley?
Yes, sir.
It's never too late to start a brand new adventure, ain't it?
I chuckle as I wipe a few more stray tears from my eyes and nod my head resolutely. I am interested. Could you tell me more? It's incredible how the decisions that have the power to change your life completely seem to happen in the blink of an eye. And from those very decisions, the seeds of our future sprout and bloom into the very lives set out before us.
Well, here we are. Welcome to the valley.
This is the forest.
Is what I'd originally say, but
You got me out here in this forest. But unfortunately, our destination lies just beyond this here trails of tricks, as I call it. I climb out of the passenger seat. So we gotta walk by foot now. I climb out of the passenger seat of Earl's truck as I look into his name's Earl. Earl's truck as I look into the dense, steep mountain trail. Trail of tricks?
yep, this one's a bugger.
This one's a bugger for folks heading into the valley. It gets really slippery due to the rain this time of year. However, for those crossing by foot, there's a short little forest path right through there that'll get you to the other side in less time than you can say moo. Moo. Will we be going by foot for the rest of the way then? As much as I enjoy nature, I'd hate to leave my truck here. So what you want me to do? What, go alone? What? Well, as much as I enjoy nature, I'd hate to leave my truck here to it, especially filled with my flowers and veggies still on board.
Here's what we'll do.
Wow, Earl, I'm gonna. Can I just wait for you? Wait with you? Like, I'm totally willing to wait, so we can both take the truck over there. You want me to walk? In the forest? No, sir, Earl. Here's what we'll do. You go ahead through that path by foot, and I'll meet you out on the other side once I get this darn truck over this here valley. Sounds alright? Are you sure you can get the truck up there by yourself, Earl? Earl lets out a roaring laugh as he placed his hand on his small, thin waist before patting the back of his truck.
Oh, you bet!
Me and old Bessie here have been together for a lot tougher than this. I'll tell you that. It just gets to be really bumpy right up there, and I hate for you to get all green and goobery on me. I'm good, I promise you, I'm good. Besides, gets you warmed up for walking. You'll be doing a lot of that where we're going. I can't help but chuckle as Earl's positive demeanor shines through my worries. I nod my head and grab a small bag as I head towards the opening of the forest path he pointed out. Well then, I'll take your word for it. I'll head on through and see you in a bit.
It'll be a darn jiffy.
Make sure you stay on the path now, you hear? Can't be losing you in the forest on your moving day. You see, I wouldn't know what to do with all your pink suitcases. They don't match my eyes one bit. Okay, Earl. You kinda funny. You kinda funny. That was a good one. Earl earns another laugh out of me as we wave to each other before I walk through a small open path between several bushes. I still understand why I can't just, stay with you. I do not get car sick. Wow. I don't think I've ever seen so much green before in my life. Even the air feels so different here. It feels so fresh. I walk forward a few more steps as I take in the emerald scenery around me. Trees, plants, and flowers, some the likes I've never seen before, all seem to quietly bloom in place. I can hear the sound of leaves rustling in the wind, as an incredible calming sensation seems to reverberate through the entire area. This place feels so soothing, almost like it's... My inner monologue is interrupted as I unexpectedly bump into something soft. I bring my gaze forward, only to stare into the greenest pair of eyes I've ever seen. What? Are you an elf? What you is? You look kind of mystical. You don't have elf ears though. You don't look human though, that's for sure. As I mutter a small groan, I look up to see the stranger chuckling softly to himself. Green hair. And what's with his clothes? The stranger extends a hand to me with a warm, silent smile. I eye it for a moment before choosing to accept his help. With a strange amount of ease, the stranger helps me back up so he's strong. You are not human, I can tell that. With a strange amount of ease, the stranger helps me back up to my feet as I shyly gaze up at him. Despite his strange looks, he boasts a beautiful, almost ethereal visage. I nailed that word. And somehow, it's as if just standing near him makes me feel incredibly calm. I can't help but catch myself staring as I quickly clear my throat. Hello, sir. How you doing today? I'm sorry for bumping into you. I probably should have been watching where I was going. I turn the voices up pretty high though. Do you talk at all? He's only made sounds so far. The stranger tilts his head as he shoots me another warm, silent smile. My eyes instinctively widen as he suddenly reaches towards the side of my face, before slowly pulling out a 4-leaf clover from thin air. Huh? A clover? Was it stuck in my hair or something? That's good luck! I tense up as the stranger suddenly grabs my hand and places it in the center of my palm without a word. Thank you for the help. These usually represent good luck, don't they? The stranger nods at me while flashing me a silent smile, and this time I can't help but flash my own. So, are you from around here? What's your name?
Hey, kiddo! You over here yet?
Earl. Not right now. Not right now. I will be over there in a second. Let me talk to him. I'm trying to get his digits. I'm trying to butter him up. I turn towards the opening of the path as the sound of Earl's voice booms through the quiet forest. Several leaves seem to rustle as a few woodland creatures scatter before rushing back into the trees. Just as I turn around again to face the stranger, I find the spot he stood in just seconds ago to be completely empty. Dang, he ran away. What the? Where'd he go?
Can you hear me? Don't tell me you actually got lost in there.
Earl, I'm coming. But you messing up my game. He was falling for me. I know it. No, I'll be right there. My eyes dart around in the dense greenery around me in the last-ditch attempt to spot any signs of the young stranger, but to no avail. He's gone, as if he vanished into thin air. No, he reminds me of the Harvest Goddess from the Harvest Moon series, because she always has that green teal design, and you know she's nature, so because he's definitely not human. In the place he stood just mere seconds ago, small flowers now seem to be blooming from the ground. I shake my head of any strange thoughts as I focus my attention back towards Earl's voice and head to the end of the trail. Hey, am we near an ocean? You know I can't swim. But still, wait, hold on. Where are these clouds? This is a beautiful place. You know what? Maybe I am a country girl. Maybe I am. My breath hitches as I stare out at the magical view that lies before me. Whoa. Rolling hills, all covered in blooming flowers, seem to stretch on forever as they all meet the silhouette of a distant town. From this elevation, I marvel as both snowy, looming mountains and sparkly ocean also meets near the town to create a breathtaking display of nature, I'll say. Wait, so what am I doing here again? Am I a farmer now? Or I'm helping, is it Earl that I'm working for? Because honestly, I forgot what that sign said.
This here's my favorite part of the whole trip.
I look over to see Earl and his truck now parked beside me as he looks out over the view with a tender, loving smile.
Welcome to Peach Leaf Valley.
I like it. I like it, Earl. Those guys look really handsome. But there's other characters. Like, hold on. Them other characters took all my attention. When it showed the green guy, and then showed the other. I'm assuming like elements. Because I don't know. But they look like elements to me. But okay, anyway. I'm just saying. Can I date those guys? Earl opens the door to a quaint, fair-sized room as he beckons me inside.
Well, here we are. This'll be your room for the time being.
It looks nice. I like the color of the walls. I'm most definitely gonna knock that over. Thank you for the plant. Is that sugar? Salt? Powder? Flour? Oh, Earl. Are you sure about this? I feel like I'm imposing on you way too much. I'm perfectly fine with staying at an inn. I'll find a way to get some money together and pay for the room and...
Imposing schmosing.
You're a new resident at Peachleaf now, so you're basically part of the family. You didn't charge me anything for the trip, and now you let me live in your house without even paying rent? I at least want to pay back that kindness somehow. I hope you can understand.
And you will, kiddo. But you gotta get back on your feet first. I know this room ain't the fanciest place.
I told you, it looks nice. But until we can get you settled into your new life here, you can at least rest your head at night, worry-free. A wave of emotion washed over me as I felt tears of overwhelming gratitude threaten to fall from my eyes. I can't help but allow a shaky laugh as I timidly bowed my head. Earl, thank you so much. I don't even know what to say. I feel a gentle hand ruffling my hair as Earl beams me a warm smile.
You're home now, kiddo.
No need for waterworks.
You're part of the Peachleaf family now.
Thank you, Earl.
Now on that note, let's go meet everybody.
Okay, I'm down with that. The whole town got into a ruckus when I phoned them we had a new resident coming in. You'll have plenty of time to unpack later, so let's get a move on. Okay, I'm excited. Let's go. Now this is a nice town. My eyes dart around the streets of a lovely, bustling town that looks like it came straight out of the pages of a fairy tale book. I watch the shopkeepers sweep the entrances to their stores with wooden brooms and greet each other warmly. Energetic smiles adorn the faces of small children as they run through the streets without a care in the world. And everyone, absolutely everyone, wears a peaceful smile on their face. Earl stops and shoots me a grin as he himself scans the town around him with a proud expression. This is beautiful. What a charming place.
Oh, you ain't seen nothing yet. But, aha!
What? I know just where to start off our tour. How about you meet my wife and grandson, first since we'll be living with them under the same roof.
My wife runs the best and only bakery in town.
So if you ever find yourself craving something sweet, you'll know just where to go. Okay, I'm down for that. A soft bell rings out as I walk into a rustic little shop with a delicious smell wafting in the air. I can't help but feel my face light up as I take in the sight of beautifully colored pastries spanning down a glass counter. Looks good.
Hello? Anybody home?
Why you look worried?
Well, look who it is. Back so soon from your trip, old man?
Yeah. Yeah, okay. He looks good, Earl, your son looks good. I ain't gonna lie. At the sound of an unfamiliar voice, I shyly peek over Earl's shoulders to spot a young man as he walks in through a set of kitchen doors. Small rays of sunlight shining in through the windows reflect off his amber-colored eyes as a kind smile dances on his face. I don't know, he looks kind of mischievous.
There you are, Jude.
I was wondering who was running this bakery. Y'all just can't leave the front empty like that.
Relax, Gramps. Jeez, you've been back for less than a minute and you're nagging already? Gran's got something in the oven, and I was just finishing up an order in the back. And besides, you know it always gets kinda empty at this hour. No need for nags.
Do you say that was your grandson or your son? Let me see. I forgot. Okay, your grandson. Yeah. Your grandson looked kind of nice. Looks kind of... yeah. Yeah. Your wife looked kind of good, too. I'm kidding. Just as Earl opens his mouth to say something, an old woman walks out through the kitchen doors with an excited smile on her face.
Oh, I thought I heard your voice, dear. You arrived just in time. I have a delicious carrot cake with your name on it in the oven.
Aw, thank you. I don't like carrot cake. Thank you, though.
Oh, Pumpkin.
You embarrassed me in front of the kiddos. You see that, Jude? This could be us. This could be us.
Huh?
Kiddos. Earl beams a giant smile as he steps out of the way to reveal me, standing behind him.
Nina, Jude, I'd like y'all to meet the newest resident of Peachleaf Valley.
What's good, y'all?
Come on, don't need to be shy. Introduce yourself.
Oh, right. Hello, I'm Lauren. I just moved here from the city, and I'm very excited to meet everyone. Thanks for having me.
What?
Lauren? Look a little shocked to see me. Oh well, aren't you an absolute delight? Let me get a good look at you, my dear. My nervousness begins to dissipate as Nina steps out from behind the counter and comes closer, beaming a friendly smile.
My name is Nina.
As you probably already noticed, I'm Earl's wife and I run this bakery. It's an absolute pleasure to make your acquaintance, Lauren. The pleasure's all mine. Thank you so much for your hospitality and for letting me stay at your home for the time being. Hey, so me and Jude, we roommates? We were roommates? We're roommates now? Okay. Oh no, aren't you just the sweetest thing? You're very welcome, my dear. I know such a big move can be awfully nerve-wracking, but you've got nothing to worry about here. You're already part of the family. Nina takes my hand in hers as she says this, and I can feel my heart swell with happiness at this level of kindness I've never experienced before. Thank you so much. I'm afraid I don't know what else to say. Well, you can start by telling me this.
Do you like sweets, dear?
I do. I like glazed donuts. I like cinnamon rolls. I like lemon cupcakes. I like chocolate cupcakes. I don't like vanilla cupcakes. I don't like vanilla anything. I like chocolate. If it's chocolate, I want it, Nina. Thank you. I do. Butter pound cake is my favorite. I do like pound cake.
Why, what a coincidence.
That's my little Jude's favorite dessert too. Right, dear? Dang, I got you, speechless? I glance over at Jude, still standing behind. Do we know each other or something? I glance over at Jude, still standing behind the counter, but raise an eyebrow when I see him gazing at me with an intense expression. He doesn't even seem to register Nina's question, as he simply stares at my face, almost as if desperately trying to decipher something.
Jude?
Come on, snap out of it. I know I'm pretty, but
Is everything all right, dear?
calm down. Almost as if his grandmother's worried tone snaps him back to reality, Jude tears his gaze away from me before nervously looking back up. I can't help but gulp as his eyes dart frantically between my own.
Sorry, I have to go.
We got history or something?
I need some air. I'll be back later.
With barely a moment's notice, Jude quickly walked out from behind the counter, brushes past me, and briskly exits the small shop.
Jude!
Jude, dear, where are you going?
His grandparents' calls fall on deaf ears as Jude quickly exits the shop in a hurry, not even glancing back once. An awkward silence falls in the shop for a few minutes as Nina and Earl exchange confused glances. What the heck was that about? I didn't even say anything weird, did I?
Oh,
That's some big bread over there. Oh, Lauren, please pardon my Jude. He's not usually like this at all. I wonder what's got him so flustered.
Ha! I know!
That's exactly what I was thinking, Earl. I told you we were on the same wavelength. Maybe you couldn't handle just how pretty Lauren was. That must be it. I can feel my cheeks heat up at Earl's joke as the image of Jude's intense gaze on me makes a shiver run down my spine. Either that or he wants to kill me, I don't know. It's one of those two.
oh, there's the carrot cake. Just in time.
Aw, I don't want it. Earl, Lauren, why don't you both grab a chair and I'll bring it out with some warm milk. Just a second. Now without some help you won't. I can't let my pumpkin do all the work around here.
Oh, Earl.
Yeah, let me look away. Y'all kind of embarrassing. I can't help but giggle at the wholesome banter between Earl and his wife as they lovingly take each other's hands and go towards the back. It fills my heart with delightful warmth to see two people love each other so deeply in such old age. Once the pair is out of sight, I can't help but look over my shoulder at the direction Jude abruptly left moments ago. It almost seemed like he recognized me or something. But that can't be it. I mean, I've never been here before. That was just totally weird. I hope he's okay. I'm sure he is. Let's move on to the next. Earl and I walk through the gates of a vast ranch as a clear blue sky shines above us. I can hear the cries of chickens and the other farm animals in the distance as a fairly large-sized barn comes into view near our house. I can't help but smile as I spot several chickens grazing, watching as they curiously looked over at me. It's such a beautiful day out, isn't it? The animals in this farm must be happy with such good grazing weather.
Now for our next stop. Welcome to Elderberry Farm.
Elderberry. It's a little strange, though. Heather and the hubby are usually out here by this hour. But here a second, Lauren. I'm just gonna go check to see if they're home real quick. Be back in a jiffy. I nod my head as Earl motioned for me to wait in place. I turn around and walk a few paces over to the small chicken pen and giggle as a cute little chick curiously looks up at me. Aww. I just want to pinch it. How you doing, gentlemen? How are you doing, young sir? Gentlemen? Aw, aren't you a cutie? I wonder what your name is.
Bessie!
Huh? A loud yell in the distance captures my attention, snapping my head up towards the source of the sound. Suddenly, the ground feels as if it is shaking, as the nearby chickens all frantically run in the opposite directions. The tremors?
Bessie, get back here, goddammit!
I turn around at the sound of a loud cry when I catch the sight of a rampaging cow heading straight towards me at lightning speed. Girl, catch it. The cow was quite large in size, and its eyes seem to be glowing red as smoke comes out of its nose. Never mind, don't catch it, run. That's not a cow, it's a bull. What? A cow? How's it so fast? I can't move out of the way at this rate. What you mean? You got time to think. You have time to move? I close my eyes instinctively, and I brace myself for the impact before another voice shouts out.
Hey, watch out!
That's what I'm saying, move. I feel a strong force propel me backwards as I fall to the ground. The enraged cow cries as she races past where I stood seconds ago, dust fluttering in her tail. Trail, I mean. After a few moments, I open my eyes and feel my face turn beet red as I see my hands press against a strong, well-defined chest hovering over me. I can feel my pulse go racing as the feeling of a muscular arm wrapped around my waist shocked me back into reality. What?
Sorry about that, miss. Are you okay? You're not hurt anywhere, are you?
Am I? I look up to stare into ocean blue eyes as a young man stares back worryingly at me. I'm fine.
Phew, I'm glad to hear it. Sorry for the tumble. Let's get you back on your feet, yeah?
Thanks. The cool breeze flares against my skin as the young man releases me from a strong grasp, pushing himself up. My heart stammers in my chest as I sit absent-mindedly on the ground for a few seconds, trying to process the situation. Muscles. So many muscles. You into that? My attention is diverted as a hand extends itself towards me. I look up to see the young man from before shooting me a friendly smile.
There are much better places to take a rest than on the ground, you know.
I agree. Sensing his kindness, I shyly place my hand on his, and he lifts me to my feet with ease. I find myself stammering as he proceeds to kneel down to brush some dirt off my clothes. He flashes another friendly smile afterwards.
There we go. Good as new. Can I help you?
No, I'm just waiting for Earl.
Oh, there she is, my big old Dairy Queen.
You better not be talking about me. The sound of Earl's excited yelling grabbed both me and the stranger's attention as we turn around to see Earl being smothered in kisses from the previously raging cow.
Oh, you darn love bucket, you. Did you miss me, Bessie?
The young man next to me tilts his head back in laughter at the affectionate display.
Of course. I should have known it was you, Earl.
No one gets Bessie that riled up. That's because I'm her one and only true love. Ain't that right, Bessie? I can't help but smile as Earl began to... I used to love cows, by the way. I used to want a pet cow. I told my mommy I wanted a pet cow. So she got me, this is Moo Moo. I've had her since forever. She always sits there watching me record. I can't help but smile at Earl as Earl begins to walk over to us with a now tame, calm, and slightly blushing cow. Okay, why is it blushing? That's crazy.
How have you been, Hunter, my boy?
Hunter. Taking good care of my sweet innocent little angel here, right? Of course, Earl. Although, I'm afraid she's not nearly as innocent as you think, you know.
She nearly ran over this poor young lady.
I know, Bessie. Bessie was trying to throw hands with me. As Hunter looked back at me with a sheepish smile, I can't help but feel my cheeks heat up again, thinking back to our previous close encounter. Girl, the main character is feeling you a lot without my input.
Oh, Bessie!
You can't be running our new neighbors over before I had a chance to introduce y'all.
Now then.
Hunter, where's everyone else?
Mom and Hubie went to the city to visit some friends.
Hubie. Hubie sounds like a nerd. That's mean. That's very mean. Sorry. Mom and Hubie went to the city to visit some friends a few days ago, but they should be back soon.
Elderberry Farm's down to 1 today, I'm afraid.
Oh, gotcha. Well then, no matter. Lauren, this is Hunter. Hunter, this is Lauren. She's Peachleaf's newest resident. This place is called Peachleaf, but I haven't seen ne'er a peach. I want a peach.
And this here's Big Bessie.
What's good, Big Bessie? My one and true love. But what about your wife? Ain't nobody out there can hold a candle to my sweet Bessie. But what about your wife?
Oh, is that so? Huh.
I'll be sure to tell Nina when I see her.
Don't you dare, farm boy.
I can't help but chuckle as I wave over to the large animal by Earl's side. Hi there, Bessie. Nice to formally meet you. And nice to meet you too, Hunter. Thank you for helping me back there.
My pleasure. Sorry about Bessie. As you can probably tell, she, gets real excited when Earl's around.
I understand how Bessie feels. She probably got a whiff of him when you guys got here.
Well, that's because she loves me. Ain't that right, Bessie?
I can't help but giggle at Earl and Bessie's endearing exchange. A few moments pass before I catch the sight of Hunter's eyes on me. You like what you see? He whips a hand on his pants before extending it out to me with a smile.
Welcome to the valley.
Thank you. I hope your new life here will pan out exactly as you hoped it would. And if you ever find yourself in need of anything, feel free to reach out. Thank you, Hunter. I appreciate it truly.
No worries. We're all a giant, crazy family down here.
Oh.
Albeit maybe a bit dysfunctional, too. Oh, by the way.
I also work part-time at the restaurant and do odd jobs around town, so you might see me running around often.
Don't be afraid to ask for directions if you ever get lost, okay?
This place can be a little bit of a maze for newcomers at first. Right, thanks. I definitely will.
Sounds good. Now then, if you'll excuse me.
Goodbye.
Back in the barn, Bess! You big troublemaker, you!
You gotta yell at her like that, though. That's my homegirl now. The sound of laughter fills the air as Bessie hides behind Earl from Hunter. I feel a sense of warmth fill my heart as I get to unravel more and more of the valley. On to the next. As we approach the entrance of a quaint flower shop, Earl shoots me a smile while he opens the door for me. Now, I'm sure you're probably dying to meet someone you can relate with, so I want to take you to meet Miss Amelia. She's a real kind girl, runs the shop with her nutty old grandma. Seems to be about your age too, so I'm sure you'll be great friends. As we walk into the beautiful flower shop, a sweet scent fills my senses, and I can't help but breathe in. I look around to see gorgeous flowers, some of the likes I've never seen before, all blooming through even the tiniest cracks in the wood.
Eh? Skylar? Is that you?
Who's Skylar? Hearing the confusion in Earl's voice, I turn to stare into the profile of a tall, foreign-looking man. The man doesn't seem to have noticed Earl as he paces back and forth, seemingly deep in thought.
Gefair.
Rhythm. The tall man continues to mutter to himself before Earl approaches him, waving his hand.
Skylar?
Hello? You listening? Look at you. Look at how you're dressed. You look like, a prince from, like, a Disney movie, but, like, the annoying prince. Like, you know, kind of like an antagonist. I don't know. A foreign man's attention snaps up at the sound of his name. He looks over before shooting Earl a friendly smile.
Ah, Monsieur Earl, you've returned from your trip. Welcome back. Oh.
What's good, Skylar? Before he can finish his sentence, the foreign man's eyes land on me. Our eyes meet for a few silent moments before I can muster a shy smile. What's good, Skylar? But before I have the opportunity to even get a word out, I watch in surprise as a tall, slender man dashes forward towards me. I blink in surprise as I watch him grab one of my hands and places a kiss on the back.
And just who is this breathtaking mademoiselle?
Chill, Skylar, chill. Huh? Before I can even answer, the tall man gets down on one knee. His eyes seem completely fixated on me as a radiant smile graces his lips.
Mademoiselle, I may not know your name, but I know that your beauty is the envy of every flower in this shop.
I mean, you're flirting right now, but do you talk the same to the other girls in town? I bet you do.
You outshine even the most beautiful rose on the eve of its full bloom. Why, even the most fragrant of blossoms holds no comparison to your...
All right, let's take it down a notch here, Romeo.
Let the poor girl at least introduce herself, huh?
Forgive my terrible manners.
Earl is right. Forgive my terrible manners. How could I ask for your name when I have not graced you with my own?
I am Skylar Dutoit Eclair Jean-Jacques Pelletoir the Ninth, a proud resident of this magnificent valley.
The ninth.
And you are?
I'm Lauren. How you doing? I'm Lauren. I am just moving to the valley today. It's nice to meet you, Skylar. Oh, non. But the pleasure is most definitely mine, Lady Lauren. You're a spectacle to behold.
Oui, en effet.
Like a marble statue that has come to life, how truly blessed is Peach Leaf to welcome you. Thank you, I think. Earl lets out a chuckle at Skylar's theatrics. After a few moments, he looks around the shop before turning around with a puzzled expression. Skylar, where's Amelia and Fiona? Why are you the only one here? Ah, that's because Madame Fiona's stomach was causing her to feel unwell yet again.
Lady Amelia asked me to watch over the shop.
As they quickly left to fetch some herbs from the gardens to brew tea. Fiona's stomach's been acting up again, is it? Alright, I better go check on them for a sec. Gardens ain't too far from here. Lauren, wait here for a minute, alright? I'll be right back. I open my mouth to call out to Earl, but he's already briskly walking out through the front door. I feel an intense gaze on me as I swallow and turn to look at Skylar, whose eyes seem to sparkle, as will a puppy looking at a treat.
So...
So,
What brings you to this fair valley, my lady?
to escape city life?
Surely a beauty such as yourself must have left a lot behind to come here so suddenly.
I smiled sadly and looked down before tucking a loose strand of hair behind my ear. Less than you think. I came here looking for work, and well, a new life if I'm honest.
Oh, I see. Forgive my pride, my lady.
You know, you're not so bad. I was kind of skeptical. But you ain't so bad, Skylar. I like a gentleman. I did not mean to paint sadness on such a stunning canvas as your own.
After all, a smile suits you much, much better.
Skylar walks out before grabbing a nearby flower and holding it to my face. He shoots me a warm smile as he gently holds it to me. I can't help but chuckle as I grab the flower. Thank you, Skylar. What about yourself?
Ha-ha!
I'm thrilled that I've piqued your interest enough to ask. I am a humble art collector that lives in the northern part of town. Hey, Skylar, I'm kind of an artist myself. Lives in the northern part of town on an estate that belongs to my family. An art collector?
Oui.
Few things in this world excites the blood in my veins like beautiful crafted artistic masterpieces. And of which, on that note, Skylar's tone seemed to shift as he suddenly places a hand on his chin and looks at me. I fidget nervously under his intense gaze as he begins to circle around me, eyeing me up and down as if scrutinizing something. After a few moments, he shoots me a pleased smile before reaching into a suit pocket and handing me a business card. He rushes my cheeks as his face suddenly draws near and his eyes peer intensely into my own.
You said you were looking for employment, yes?
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure, well, I don't have a job. I guess Earl just took me here. I don't know. I'm sure there are many opportunities for you to take in this fair town, but...
As the muses would have it, I too am looking for a employee of sorts.
What kind of thing you want me to do? Not that I don't trust you, but like, would you being kind of vague? His eyes seem to lay on my lips for a few moments as he smiles and looks back up. And I assure you, I can pay most handsomely in currencies that far outweigh most of the other residents of this town.
What say you, my lady? Does my offer interest you?
A bit. A bit. My mind goes blank as my heart accelerates as I feel him lean in even closer. Then suddenly his phone rings.
Oh, excusez-moi, 1 second. Bonjour, this is Skylar.
Oh, hello. Hello, Mr. Marcello. I have been expecting your call. He's a weirdo. He's a flirt, but I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad. As Skylar turns around, what kind of job was that, though? What kind of job was that, Skylar? What you want me to do? Model for you? As Skylar turns around and nonchalantly laughs into his phone, I stumble backward into the counter as my heart nearly beats out of my chest, remembering his looming proximity just a second ago. What's with this man? He's something else. Hold on. Don't look at me like that. The sound of the front door ringing catches my attention as Earl walks with a smile, accompanied by a young woman and an older one with a cane.
We're back.
What's good? I'm Lauren.
Ah, you have returned! Magnifique!
Just at the right time. I'm afraid I must be going immediately.
Of course. Sorry we took so long.
Thanks for the help, Skylar.
No.
It was my pleasure. Thank you for trusting me to guard your dazzling blossoms.
Well, everyone, duty calls, and so I must depart.
See ya, weirdo.
Au revoir! Until we next meet again!
weirdo. Everyone in the shop merely stares at Skylar as he prances out the front door in joyful strides. I clear my throat before looking down at the card in my hands with his name and address. Does it say anything? Like, what job you want me to do, sir? He's quite a interesting person. My attention is focused on the new faces that have entered the shop, and they turn towards me.
Oh, hello there. You must be the new resident, right? It's so nice to finally meet you. Welcome to Peachleaf Valley. My name is Amelia. I run this flower shop with my grandmother, Fiona.
You a baddie.
That would be me. Welcome to the valley, child.
I'm sorry, Fiona. I was kind of mean to you when I told you not to look at me. I'm sorry. I hope you don't already want to go running for the hills after being sandwiched between Earl and Skylar in a single day.
And just what's that supposed to mean?
I'm plenty friendly.
As friendly as a badger stuck in a beehive.
Heaven knows how much you've yapped the poor girl's ears off already.
Why, you...
Oh, so y'all got beef. As Earl and Fiona engage in a glaring match with each other, Amelia scoots over next to me before giggling. Don't mind them. They've always been like this. They've been rivals ever since they started out as farmers. How long has that been? It makes sense then. They must have a lot of history.
You've been touring town all day with Earl, right?
Yeah. You must have run into a lot of new faces by now, huh? Yeah, and I still need one more to meet. Oh yes, everyone's been awfully kind and the town's just lovely. Isn't it? Sometimes it feels like we're a little out of the way from the rest of the world, but the sights of the valley really make up for it. Suddenly, the image of the green-haired stranger I bumped into in the forest trail resurfaces in my mind. I tilt my head curiously as I motion towards Amelia. Actually, does a green-haired young man live here?
Huh?
Green-haired? Yeah. See, I sort of ran into him in the forest path on the way to town. He had long green hair and was wearing some strange robes. I thought maybe he worked in town or something, but I haven't seen him again.
Sorry.
Y'all don't got any legends about somebody out there? I've been living in this town my whole life, but I've never run into anyone that fits the description here.
Ran into one of the spirits, did you?
Oh, Fiona, you got the tea. Okay. Spirits?
Our valley is home to much more than what you merely see on the surface. Inside of its forest, peaks, and waters lie many hidden secrets. It is said spirits of the earth, sky, and sea make their home here as well.
So I was right. Elements. Spirits. Spirit elements.
You would do well to respect their domains.
Yes, ma'am. For should you anger them, terrible calamities will befall this entire world, and even the fabric of nature can be.
Oh, there you go again with the ghost stories, Fiona. Haven't I told you 1,000 times it ain't good for tourism?
I was listening, Earl, but I believe her. I saw it.
And how many times have I told you they are not ghosts?
Just because the spirits have never chosen to grace a fool like you with their benevolence. Yeah, benevolence. Whatever. I got it the first time. Can't say it again. Doesn't mean that they do not dwell amongst us.
Who you calling a fool, you old hag?
Who else, you uncultured toolhead?
Golly. Y'all about to throw hands?
Oh boy. Here we go again. Would you like some tea? We might be here a while.
Oh, I'd love some. Allow me to lend you a hand. Okay. Last guy, I'm thinking. Last guy. As we exit the flower shop, I can't help but look up towards the expansive blue sky above us. Somehow, it doesn't even feel like it's the same skies I used to see in the city. The sound of Earl muttering to himself catches my attention as I see him looking around several buildings while fiddling with his mustache. Let's see here. Where should we stop by next? As I open my mouth to respond, I'm interrupted by a distant cheers of a small crowd. I look around and see various townspeople running towards a street corner nearby with wide grins on their faces. Come on! Hurry, hurry! We'll miss the show! The show? Oh, he's performing today, is he? Performing? Who is? Why tell you? Well, I can show you. Come on, Lauren, or we'll miss it. Okay. Earl briskly turns the street corner, and my eyes widen. A fair-sized crowd has gathered right in the middle of a small plaza, laughing and clapping in awe as someone in the middle of the space. What's going on over there? From here, it's hard to see anything with so many people gathered around.
Hey, over here!
I look over to see Earl, point to something nearby, stairs that lead up to the balcony. He climbs a few and then motions me over before glancing at the crowd. A smile plastered on his face as he crosses his arms.
Take a look. You wouldn't want to miss this.
As I turn to see where the crowd gathered, I can't help but stare in awe at a slender, dark-skinned man in colorful, exotic garbs dance elegantly. The young man shoots the crowd a smile as he continues his performance. Like your earring. You'd be ashamed if it went missing. Many of the crowd faces, which appear to be mostly women, all cheers as he moves back and forth through the space. Is he dancing? What's he doing? Flips? Suddenly, he pulls out a red banner and decorated velvet seemingly out of nowhere, as he throws them in the air and backflips before catching them. Whoa, what a beautiful person. I don't think I've ever seen someone move so elegantly. The crowd cheers as he shows off more and more impressive dance moves, mixed with incredible acrobatic and magical-like tricks. I find myself slowly peering over the rails in excitement as I gaze down. Girl, don't fall. At one point, the performer motions the crowd to step back before slowly arching his body and breathing out rose-colored fire from his mouth. Wow, I've never seen anything like this before. Ain't that right?
He's something else, ain't he?
Knows how to please the crowd, and that's for darn certain. After a while, the performer bows, now covered in a light layer of perspiration, as the crowd roars and claps. As he looks up, sweat drips from his hair, and the townspeople begin to throw coins and flowers at his feet, in appreciation for his colorful and avant-garde performance.
Shukran Jazilan. Thank you.
I can't help but laugh in delight as Earl and I clap from our spots on the stairs too. Earl begins to whistle and clap loudly next to him as I watch the performer accept more and more coins humbly. Eventually, he pans up to where Earl and I stand and his gaze meets mine. Wow, he really is gorgeous. My heart skips a beat as the performer shoots me a small, mysterious smile before turning around and collecting all the coins and flowers. Earl and I eventually make our way down the stairs as the crowd begins to disperse. Suddenly, Earl turns to me with a smile as he motions towards a different direction.
Oh, I know. Let's stop by the inn next.
Wait, I want to talk to him for a little bit. I'll do old Duke would yap my ear off if I didn't properly introduce y'all. As Earl begins to walk forward down the opposite direction of the plaza, I follow him. But I can't help but find myself staring back in the direction of the performer, who is now surrounded by several young ladies from the town, eagerly showering him in compliments. The performer's eyes briefly meet mine again, and I can feel myself blush as I quickly face forward and run to catch up with Earl. Aww, I didn't get to speak to him. As we walk through the door of a rustic yet large wooden inn, a middle-aged man wiping down a counter turned to face us with a smile.
Well, well. I was wondering when you'd show up, Mr. Mayor.
The mayor? No wonder he knows everybody. You ain't gonna tell me that, Earl?
Oh, come on now, Duke.
How many times have I told you to stop calling me that? Unless you prefer if I start calling you Doctor.
Well met.
Although in my case, it's different. I'm retired. I turn my head to look at Earl, curiously as the previous comment catches my attention. Earl, wait. You're Peach Leaf's mayor?
Well...
Something like that, I guess. These crazy old folk voted me a few decades ago. Decades, sir. And I don't know what's worse. The old kook like me, an old kook like me, governing a little valley, or the nutcases who voted for me in the first place. The man behind the counter let out a hearty laugh, and he shakes his head. Then I suppose I'd be one of those honorary nutcases. Earl, I can see you being the mayor. I mean, you friendly, very friendly, and you gave me a chance to live here, so I thank you. The man suddenly turned to me with a smile and extended a hand out for a shake.
Name's Duke. Welcome to Peach Leaf.
How you doing, Luke? I was say Luke. How you doing, Duke?
I run this inn with the help of a few employees. Earl's gone ahead and given me the rundown already.
Thank you, sir. My name is Lauren. It's nice to meet you. Have you two known each other for a long time?
Too long.
Way too long.
I've known this overgrown lughead for about 25 years now. Saw him go from a princely teenager to an overprotective father to a wrinkly old gouch. Who's your kid?
Now then.
Where's little Melody? I'd like to introduce her to Lauren. Up in her room, throwing a tantrum and calling me a tyrant, all because I made her do her biology homework. Earl shoots his head back in laughter and gives Duke a knowing look. Teenagers, huh?
God, I'm just grateful I didn't have twins.
Raising one teenage girl is enough distress to last a man a lifetime. You're telling me I raised 3. Golly. Suddenly, the conversation is interrupted at the sound of the front door opening. My eyes widen as the young performer from before silently walks into the room, carrying a giant load of neatly wrapped flowers.
Ah, there you are, Nadim. I was hoping to run into you.
What a show that was. The young man named Nadim shoots Earl a kind smile as he walks over to us. I can feel myself instinctively freeze up as he stands next to me and lightly bows his head at Earl.
I thank you for taking the time to watch my performance, Earl. I hope it brought a smile to your face.
If only I was 40 years younger, I'd be out there busting a move with you. Like a whoo, wah, or ha-choo, woo.
Don't hurt yourself. Sit down.
Ow!
Sit down. We all instinctively approach Earl as he places the hand on his back, but quickly gives a sheepish grin. Duke sighs before shaking his head as Nadim tries to stifle a genuine laugh. Thank you, Earl. I appreciate your words. They bring me joy. Not as much joy as you bring everyone in town with your performances. So thank you, Nadim.
The honor and pleasure is all sincerely mine. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should be going.
Wait, can I say hi? Can I say hi? I must quickly find a vase and water for these flowers below. The heck? I must quickly find a vase and water for these beautiful flowers, lest they wilt before their time. Just before Nadim had a chance to escape, Earl quickly motioned to me. Oh, before you go, Nadim, this is Lauren. She'll be living in the valley. She'll be living in our valley starting today. I'm taking her around to introduce her to our little town. Oh, I see. Please pardon my rudeness. I thought of you as merely a passing traveler, not as a new neighbor. Just as I was about to open my mouth, Nadim shoots me a smile and bows his head at me.
My name is Nadim. I am not originally from Peachleaf, but nonetheless, it is where my travels have taken me.
I hope this valley will become a place you will cherish on your own travels, as it was for me. Thank you. My name is Lauren. It's nice to meet you, Nadim. I saw your performance earlier with Earl. It was wonderful. You're so beautiful. Nadim seemed to blink unexpectedly at my blunt compliment, and I found myself going cherry-faced at my unexpected confession. I mean, it's true. Look at you. I mean, the performance was beautiful. That is not to say you aren't beautiful too. I am.
I am appreciative of your words. You are far too kind.
You are far too fine. I hope you come watch me perform again sometime.
Well then, I shall get going. I wish you all a wonderful evening.
You idiot! You just can't outright call him beautiful. Oh, I'm so embarrassed. Yes, you can.
Evening? Oh, by Bessie's sake, he's right.
Look how late it's already gone. As Earl points out the window, I can spot the golden hues of the sunset beginning to creep onto the sky. A nearby clock chimes, signaling the start of a new hour as Duke straightened up before wiping his hands.
And there's the clock.
I hate to leave you folks, but I need to get ready to open the bar. And I need to take Lauren home in time for dinner, or Nina will have my head. Well then, Duke, I'll come back another time to see Melody. It was nice meeting you, Duke. Thank you again.
Pleasure's all mine. And once again, welcome to the valley.
As I finish unpacking the last of my belongings, I can't help but stare at the newly organized room. Finally done unpacking. As I sit on the bed and touch the soft blanket under me, I can't help but smile, recalling the day's events and the many faces I met. There was definitely a few interesting personalities today, but wow, everyone here really is so warm and kind. It's incredible to think how different my life and surroundings were barely 3 nights ago. As I gaze out towards the shining moon outside, I can't help but feel my smile begin to fade. Even with an overall pleasant day, the nervousness of being in a brand new environment, so far from a place I've called home my entire life, is still very much around. Despite my best efforts to keep my mind busy, I shortly came to realize that every moment I'm alone. I'm flooded with doubts and questions I don't know how to answer. Did I make the right choice? Was coming here the best decision? Do I truly even belong here? Suddenly, a small knock on my door interrupts my thoughts, and I hear Earl muffled voice call out to me from the other side. Lauren, can I come in? Yes, go ahead.
All settled in?
I was going to come by and ask if you need help with anything. You're so kind, Earl. Yep, I'm all unpacked. Thank you again, Earl. For everything. Earl peers into my face for a few seconds as I try to flash him my best smile, attempting to hide my previous anxiousness. After a few moments, he chuckles before taking a seat next to me on the bed. Still got the jitters, huh, kiddo? No, I'm fine, really. Everyone's been absolutely wonderful. You've all done so much for me. I don't even have any right to complain. I'm just a little tired and
You don't know if you belong here.
Exactly. I raise my head in surprise as Earl merely smiles warmly back at me. I can feel my throat tighten as I tear my gaze to the floor. How did you know? Earl chuckles at the remark.
You see all these wrinkles and white hairs on this balding head? They ain't there just for fun, you know. From living and learning and growing.
Earl takes a deep breath as he looks around the room nostalgically before his eyes land on the moon. The face you have on right now is the same face each of my daughters had when they told me they wanted to move away from the valley. The same face they had when they told me, Papa, I'm scared. And they didn't know if leaving home, leaving all they knew behind in this little valley, was going to be good for them.
And do you want to know what I told them?
What?
Home is right here.
I can't help but smile as Earl lightly taps on his heart. His eyes grow warm at the sight of my smile, and he places a reassuring hand on my shoulder.
It doesn't matter where you end up in life, kiddo.
You can be in a giant city or a tiny village in the middle of nowhere, but as long as you wake up each day and look forward to the world around you,
then you've found your home. Peach Leaf may not be your last stop, but maybe it can help you find out what it really means to belong somewhere.
I feel tears prickle my eyes again as I nod happily. I can't help but laugh, quickly wiping away the tears as a hand ruffles my hair. Thank you, Earl.
Be patient with yourself. My ma always used to say that we're all like little saplings, growing and sprouting at our own paces and in our own directions. But don't hold yourself back from blooming just because you're not sure where your petals might fall.
I smile as I turn to look at the flower Earl gave me a few days ago, now adorned a small vase in the corner of my room, blooming beautifully in place. You're right. I may not know what the future holds, and there's a lot of questions I've yet to answer. About who I am, who I want to be, and what my place is in this world. But there's no way I can start off on the right foot without at least trying to put my best foot forward, right?
Now that's what I like to hear. And you have all of us here at the Valley to support you.
Which also leads me to my next question for you. I know as Earl turns around before digging into his pocket, pulling out a few help wanted flyers and laying them on my lap. Now that you moved in, you gotta decide where you like to start working. Luckily, you came at the right time, so you got options. I can definitely put in a good word for you, so go ahead and choose where you like your official new life in Peach Life to begin. Where should I start working? At the bakery with Jude, at the farm with Hunter, at the inn with Nadine, at the estate with Skylar. Who did I vibe with the most? Jude ran out. Hunter was okay, but I wasn't really feeling him. I actually kind of like Skylar. And I definitely like Nadim. One of these two. No, Jude was... Not that it matters. This is a demo, so I'm gonna go with Nadim.
You're choosing me. Well, all right then. Let's dance.
There we go. Support their Kickstarter by sharing it with your friends and family. There's a lot more fun to be had and many more adventures waiting for you around the corner. Follow their social media. See you in the valley. Okay, you guys, this is a long video. What am I gonna do? Huh? From the desolate place that only seems to shelter the clouds and remnants of an era long lost in time. A lone figure watches over all below him. His scarlet-colored hair is stark against the colorless sky as another breeze seemed to pass him by, almost as if whispering into his ear. Another pair of footsteps suddenly echo out from behind him, followed by a commanding voice.
Have you sensed it? A shift in the earth has occurred.
Golly. The lone figure only let out a low chuckle as he brings his hand forward as if grabbing something in front of him from the thin air, before turning around.
How foolish of you to even ask. Why, it's almost as if you forget who I am. For the winds, they whisper everything to me.
In his hand now dances a small clover, as its tiny leaf twists and bends in the wind. The figure let out another chuckle as he brings his eyes to face the dark-haired man in front of him.
Although the shift is not the only piece of news they have brought with them. Why, it seems we have a new arrival in the valley. See for yourself.
With a lift of his finger, the wind dances at his command. In an instant, a sculpture made of clouds, now resembling a young woman, face floats between them. The other man scowls as he eyes the cloud sculpture with disdain.
It's just another human. What importance could she possibly bear to our conversation?
A low laugh emerges from the figure, as with another lift of his fingers, a cloud sculpture of a young woman floats back to where he is. With a smirk, the figure glides his finger over the sculpture's cheek.
You've always been so awfully impatient, haven't you, dearest brother? Because I'd ponder to think that the shift and her arrival, well, perhaps the two may not yet be so unrelated.
Impossible. A mere human can play no part in the affairs of spirits.
Perhaps not. And yet, take a closer look.
As the figure moves his finger in the air, the sculpture floats in the opposite direction. The dark-haired man narrows his eyes when suddenly he catches a sight of a faint, gleaming green light illuminating off the young woman's forehead.
Eden! That bastard! When did he...
Interesting, isn't it? With barely a foot into our domains, and the land has already bestowed its protection over her. It sends quite the message, don't you think?
I see no being worth protecting. Only the naive acts of a fool that does not know his place.
A howl of wind seemed to cry out in the distance, as with a snap of his fingers. The sculpture of the young woman's face disintegrated into the air, and left in its place only a small, glowing clover. Both the figures turned their gaze onto the horizon, as they look out over the vast expanse below them.
Worry not, for the winds, they will reveal all in due time. Until then, come, let us watch how the rest of this story shall unfold itself.
The earth, she trembles, just as she did all those years ago. What could this mean? A simple coincidence, or a sign of something yet to come?
Yay! What was I saying before before all that hidden stuff came out? This is 2 hours and 30 minutes. Golly. If y'all stuck around this long, y'all some real ones. I hope y'all had snacks the whole time. Tell me what you guys think. I love it. I love it. I love it a lot. I love it. I'm actually speechless now because of the whole scene. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on my social media. It's all in the description below. And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.